by Modupe Sarat is a powerful and heartfelt reflection on systemic issues and the moral imperative to act with fairness, compassion, and integrity. For weaving together a critique of leadership failures with a call to restore civility and equity. I have grounded it in my own values and lived experience for sharing this in a more formal, impactful method that could be used in professional or advocacy settings to let the truth be known for speaking out. If you see something, say something. We all need to speak the truth. I say, let the truth be your own, so that it can be treasured and shared because we must all speak the truth. I'm all for letting the truth be your own, to treasure and spread. My interest in leadership for progress, where I can help advance equity, operational integrity, and community well-being, is expressed in this memorandum. I am able to lead with clarity and compassion because of my professional background in healthcare and public service, as well as my strong ethical compass and dedication to justice. Throughout my career, I have seen firsthand how miscommunication, discrimination, and corruption can impede advancement and damage communities. Accountability, openness, and a readiness to confront authority are, in my opinion, prerequisites for effective leadership. My experience at Anne Arundel Community College as a student worker and tutoring assistant enhanced my ability to manage difficult projects, support multicultural teams, and establish welcoming environments. Problems and results. Who is responsible? The root of these issues lies with those in positions of power. Just as charity begins at home, with parents modeling good conduct, so too must our leaders set the tone for justice, transparency, and accountability. When elders and superiors fail to lead by example, delay information, or refuse to act, they erode trust and hinder progress. What change is needed? We must restore civility and embrace our shared humanity. This begins with fairness and justice, leveraging our differences to build equity. Bold communication, speaking truth to power to demand necessary amendments. Freedom of speech, encouraging open dialogue while recognizing the responsibility that comes with it. Common sense and compassion, acknowledging reasonable requests and rejecting rigid, exclusionary mindsets. What can be done? Reaffirm our values. Let "in God we trust" guide our actions toward others. Promote fair hiring practices. Offer opportunities without bias or undue criticism of resumes. Champion education and experience. Value both formal learning and lived expertise. Celebrate diversity and individuality. Foster understanding through simplified, inclusive communication. Build trust through action. Help those seeking employment find meaningful work that matches their abilities. Personal statement. With a master's degree in healthcare administration, my educational background and work experience have equipped me with strong customer service skills, particularly in healthcare settings. I relate well to people and understand the ethical and technological dimensions of workplace operations. I'm skilled in evaluating multiple solutions and making sound decisions. I assisted with lab operations and guided students through computer software tools by Macintosh Open Software and Windows Microsoft Suite while working as a student worker and tutoring assistant at AACC and UMGC. I know how to use QuickBooks, Excel, PowerPoint, and Word documents. I can manage several projects while adhering to deadlines, and I work well with others. Advocacy statement for public forums or organizational change. Restoring civility, rebuilding trust. A call to action. We are at a crossroads. Corruption, discrimination, and abuse have eroded the foundations of our institutions. These failures are not abstract. They manifest as stalled progress, wasted resources, and harm to individuals and communities. Leadership must be more than a title. It must be a moral commitment. As someone with experience in healthcare and education, I've seen firsthand how systems falter when fairness is denied and voices are silenced. We must restore civility by embracing our shared humanity and acting with common sense and compassion. This means promoting fair hiring, valuing both education and lived experience, and creating space for bold, honest communication. Let us reaffirm our values. Let "in God we trust" be more than a motto. It must guide our actions. Let us build trust through meaningful work, inclusive dialogue, and a renewed commitment to justice.
Speech for community events or leadership summits. Leadership begins at home. A speech by Modou Pissarret. Good morning, afternoon, evening. My name is Modou Pissarret, and I stand before you not just as a professional, but as a citizen deeply committed to fairness, equity, and progress. Today, I want to speak about leadership. Not the kind that rests in titles, but the kind that lives in action. We've all seen the consequences of corruption, discrimination, and abuse. These are not distant problems, they are lived realities. When leaders sabotage truth or deny opportunity, they sow confusion and stall progress. But leadership begins at home. Just as parents model good conduct, our elders and superiors must lead with integrity. I believe in restoring civility, in speaking truth to power, in valuing both education and experience. I believe in hiring fairly, communicating boldly, and acting with compassion. These are not lofty ideals. They are necessary steps toward healing and rebuilding trust. Let us move forward together. Let us build systems that reflect our values and uplift our communities. Because when we lead with fairness, we all rise. Much obliged. Never be afraid to speak the truth, and don't let fear keep you silent.